Interesting numbers here for this week of box office. There's nothing coming out this week, basically. Oh, no Hard Feelings is coming out. Oh, no one's gonna watch that. Okay, no one's gonna watch that. It's not a power franchise. You know, you need to really stand out if you're not a power franchise. That's what we learned from this year. Stuff like Cocaine Bear made money and Megan made money. But something like No Hard Feelings is not gonna make any money. It probably costs like $40 million to make, and it's gonna probably make no money at all at the box office. So, the Frass. Okay, the Frass is expected. Yes, expected to have one of the worst drop offs in history. Okay. I remember when people compare, oh my god, Black Widow dropped 80% from weekend to weekend. Okay, but this is awful for DC. 75% drop from weekend to weekend, meaning that absolutely no one is interested in watching this movie. Okay, also, yes, Transformers is expected to beat Bumblebee in the last night. That is definitely confirmed. It's going to happen, so the last night is going to lose out on the battle against the Rise of the Beasts. So, for people who like Transformers, you have something to be happy about. But even then, Rise of the Beast is still going to lose money. So, but the Flash is doing abysmally. Okay, 14 million. 14 million on the weekend. And a 75% drop off from last week. That's awful. Okay, Ezra Miller is not going to be Flash anymore. There's no way they're going to keep Ezra Miller as Flash. I was going to look at the biggest drop off in history, but we have this here, Elemental. It's actually the number one movie of Thursday. Again, there's no saving Elemental. Okay, they're gonna try to save Elemental all they can, but there's nothing they can do to save this movie. It's gonna fail either way, you know. But we can go talk about Ezra Miller's Flash, and these numbers are awful. Okay, $32 million, dropping 60%, 14%, 42%, dropped 8% on the last weekend. Yeah. And I don't think they have the biggest drop offs anymore. Probably because there's so many box office failures now that they stopped putting, at least on Box Office Mojo, the biggest drop offs of all time. Okay. But it's one of the biggest drops ever. Okay, 35%. That's a historic drop. Okay. Okay. We can compare this to movies like Black Widow. Okay. And other movies that released, like Black Adam and stuff. Okay, I found it. Biggest was the second weekend drops. If Flash drops 75%, it will be in movies like Tupac, Resurrection, and stuff. Okay. And it's even more embarrassing when it includes saturated movies with over 3,000. Friday the 13th holds the biggest second weekend drop of all time. Okay. Following of Halloween Ends, which is number 2 on the list. Following Mortal Engines, which is number 3. Following it'll be with the No Way Home re-release, which is pathetic. Okay, it will be in the top 5 biggest drop-offs of all time. And we have number 6, which would be 50 Shades of Grey. If that holds, number 7 will be Mortal Kombat, a pandemic release. Doom will be the next movie on the list. Also Onward, but we can't really count that because it's a pandemic release. So that's 8, 9, Elm Street. And where's Black Widow? I remember when everybody's like, oh, Black Widow's drop was so big, it's so flopping. Okay? Worst movie ever. No one wants to see it. Dark Phoenix here. Okay, Hellboy 2. They made a Hellboy 2. Halloween Kills also dropped big as well. Once Upon a Deadpool, Warcraft, Quantumania, Batman vs Superman, some historic movies here with New Legacy, Shazam Fury of the Gods, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Pokemon the movie 2000. Black Widow is not even in the top 200. I remember we were talking about how big of a drop Black Widow had. That Black Widow dropped 80%. Okay. But Flash does drop 75%. This is historic numbers right here. Historic drop off. Okay. It can't sort of by feeders anyways. But that's pretty awful. That Flash is going to drop like that. Very awful. Because movies don't normally have such a big drop like this. Okay. Usually it's limited release movies. They have it in, like, for example, One Piece Film Red. They had it in the theaters for like a week. And then they just dropped it out of all the theaters. But then you have something like The Flash. This is supposed to be like a huge movie. Okay. Compared to like something like Dragon Ball Superhero, they were taking the movie out of theaters essentially very quickly. Because it was supposed to be a limited screening movie. Okay. But The Flash, this is embarrassing. 75%. This is embarrassing for Warner Bros. Okay. Embarrassing for DC. Okay. And we all make fun of Ant-Man when that dropped 69%. But it seems that Flash is breaking Marvel's records yet again of the biggest drop for a huge movie, for a big blockbuster. The worst performing big blockbuster, I think, had to go to The Flash. Okay. This movie is a massive, massive disaster. Okay. 75% drop off. Okay, and 60% drop-offs are common a lot of times with blockbusters. Okay, like Black Widow, like that, something like that is expected. But The Flash dropping 75% from its opening weekend is abysmal. It's awful. Okay, it's awful. This movie dropped so bad. Okay, Spider-Verse is projected to fight Elemental for #1 movie of the week. It is expected that Elemental or Spider-Verse is expected to be fighting for #1. Okay. Elemental's not gonna make back its money. It's media, it's not. It's opened so poorly that it's not gonna make back its money. It's not gonna make a Puss in Boots: The Last Wish miracle and make back its money. Even Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, if it made Puss in Boots: The Last Wish numbers was $439 million, it still would flop because it still would lose $20 million. Elemental, Disney is not gonna make any money off of that. Okay, but The Flash is the real lose of the weekend. Okay, it's gonna even drop harder next week once Indiana Jones comes out. But Ezra Miller, say bye bye to your Flash. Say bye bye to the DCEU. And that's for this video here. Goodbye.